This is my family watching.
My name is Sophia Gregg, and today I'm going to be talking about Native American healing rituals. This topic not only interested me because it's a part of my heritage, but it also interested me because it's interesting to learn the differences between what we see as traditional medicine and more natural ways of healing. Western medicine has shown us that there's a standard for what we think medicine should look like, but in many other cultures and time periods, they have practiced what may seem like unorthodox or odd ways of healing. A prime example of this would be the Native Americans and how they may practice healing with ceremonies and rituals. A prime example of this, although they have many, are sweat lodges and how these emphasize more spiritual and mental healing as well as having physical benefits as well. Although it may seem like this topic doesn't impact us directly, like I said, it's very interesting to learn these differences and have a new perspective. To begin, it's important to understand the fundamental differences between traditional medicine and natural healing. For instance, they do have these rituals while we typically don't practice that. These may consist of singing, chanting, and praying to what they call as spiritual healers or even living healers to what we may compare as doctors, nurses, and other people in the field. They also may use more medicinal remedies such as herbs, even tobacco and other plants compared to how we use antibiotics, vaccines, and other medical modern day technology. One of these rituals that they practice are sweat lodges. Like I said, physically they can be described as circular dome huts, fairly low to the ground, small spaces. They may be lined with blankets and have a fire in the center where they have rocks and will pour water on it to generate steam. The spiritual benefits, or the ceremony itself may take between 2 to 4 hours and may consist of several rounds. During these rounds, members may sit, pray, meditate, talk with one another as to why they are using the lodge. It's an individual experience as well as a communal one. There are many different roles for the people within the lodge. For example, one may be the fire keeper, who is designated to tend to what they call as the sacred fire. There may also be a conductor who leads the people in and out of the lodge and leads chants and songs and things like that. I also thought this was very interesting. There is a lot of symbolism within the entire ceremony, but one example I found that stood out to me was how even the construction of the hut itself is symbolic. Its circular oval structure can symbolize the universe or the womb to which all life comes from, so I thought that was interesting. The spiritual benefits that people may seek when entering the lodge would be to send out and receive prayers, advice from what they could do to heal their bodies from what they called these spiritual healers, as I mentioned earlier. They also converse with one another, like I said, giving respect, seeking harmony and balance, all things that help them mentally, but they also believe transfer physically. But sweating and steam in itself is good for the body. We see this in modern day technology in saunas. It can detox your body from any toxins. It's also very good for immunity, health, blood circulation, even weight loss, and can often be associated with substance abuse treatments. But in conclusion, there are many different types of medicine. The differences between traditional Western medicine and natural healing is very interesting to see the different treatments, remedies, and ceremonies that they may participate in. The most intriguing part to me about sweat lodges is that not only does it signify health solutions, but they are also sacred ceremonies to seek peace and harmony within themselves, each other, and nature.
Everyone's still here.